Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the fans' verdict. This is where you have your say on the goings on at Kenilworth Road this afternoon, the early kickoff. Shall we say it wasn't a great game and not the result that we wanted. As always, you are watching the Pidge, and also the Glamorous Katy is back. Evening, Katy. You right? You good? Well, I'm not saying you're good, but you're glamorous as ever. Well done. Right.
Again, I tried.
Yeah. No worries. Right. We're, as always, we're in association with Minx Tattoos, and also proudly associated with the Watford Football Club former Players Club. Get on board with them. We're fronted by Neil Price and the Watford's favourite son, Luther Blissett. So we'll throw out the link to the Facebook page later on. But okay, let's get your opinions straight through. Justin Beattie of Do Not Scratch Your Eyes has said, totally awful today. How is success getting in the team? I'll throw that to you in a minute, Katy. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Steve's on. He's a scummer, so I'm not reading much off of him because I've already got enough abuse off of the EFL Championship thread. Look, all I can say is they completely deserved it. That goal was onside. It wasn't offside, but hey ho, it didn't happen. We were just simply not good enough. We know the losing run was going to come to the end, or the unbeaten run, shall we say? But of all the places to not show up, not in the back garden in Luton. Yeah. That's all I can say. I look. What did you make of it? Because it was pretty bad, wasn't it?
It was. I've actually got in my notes on the first half start, and I don't think we actually picked it up at all, did we?
No.
It just continued slow, and I don't know. There was no heart today when there should have been more heart, considering it was Derby Day. It was really disappointing. I couldn't believe it. Different team completely.
Yeah, I mean, the only one who came out with any credit for me personally was Hughesy. I'm not just saying that because I think he's your favourite player, isn't he?
Yeah, I've got his shirt on.
Yeah, I never guessed that. You know,
that's good today. At all. I thought actually the only guy that did it for me was Serialta because he ripped up the penalty spot.
Yeah, it could have helped.
But I don't know what to say. It's a sad day.
Yeah. I mean, we go on. We got a massive game on Tuesday. Yeah. It'll be typical Watford if we turn up with a performance on that day and beat them. So, it does happen, doesn't it? So we've seen it before.
Now, don't they? Norwich. I'm not sure they have much to play for, so we could steal the points because they've got it. They've got it in the bag now.
I think they're pretty much like you said, got the title in the bag. We've got Darren Westall said, evening folks, so strange that in both derbies this season the away teams were shocking. Yeah, couldn't argue with that. Yeah. Also Gary Irons said, what a bloody shit performance. He's also said it's still in our hands. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the table, it's still favourably for us. Just the thing, we've just got to make sure we get on back on track on Tuesday night. I mean, the other two teams drew. So, if you're looking at that, it's not a complete disaster, is it?
No, exactly. What are they? 6 and 9 points. I think Brentford still have a game in hand. So, yeah, we do well against the better teams, I feel.
We always do because they open up, and we've seen this in the Premier League. We've seen it we saw it for years in the Championship. Teams that come at us, we seem to do a lot better against them because we play a counter-attacking style. And I think, to be fair on Sarr, it wasn't one of his best games, but I think he was starved a lot of service. We're not making excuses here. Luton were just better than us, and I know that pains me to say that. First off, I mean, I saw when Tommy was saying that on the first half, he was making sense because he said, look, let's just get a bit of luck. Let's just hang in there. Second half, it's going to open up for us. It did to a certain extent in the second half. You could see the usual pattern of play that they were going down our left-hand side, their right-hand side. Wasn't as potent as it was obviously first half, and the physicality was slightly off a little bit, and it was opening up. I just think, could we have got a few more? I know it's ifs and buts, but I think could we have done a bit more in the final third in terms of shots? Because I think didn't we only have 2 shots on target all game? I mean, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
I think that's when we saw the most life, was it the final third, but it's too late.
Mm.
It looked like panic, to be honest, in my opinion. But
yeah, I mean, if Andre Gray had scored that, he'd be a demigod in my eyes. I tell you,
I text you just before that happened.
Yeah.
Andre Gray's going to score equaliser, and then it happened, and I'm screaming, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, the missus said that as well. She was like, I was running up and down screaming. She was looking at me. Then I heard it was disallowed. I came back and went, "You are having a laugh, really?" And then I saw the replays, and I'm sorry, I'm not doing this to be biased. Yeah, someone said, "Look, what's going on with the hair? Look, it's been freshly washed, so I haven't actually spiked it." Just anyone who's wondering why it's not spiked, I've got to save me me hair gel for the week because I've got only enough for this week. So you look, panic not, it will be spiky next week, I do promise you. The cost of our team to theirs is a bit embarrassing. Look, you know, I said this before and a lot of people did as well, so it's not just me. Form goes out the window in cup ties and especially derbies. And this is what happened. And the physicality of the game really shocked us. I think a lot of the players. Hughesy was up for it, and like you said, Serralta, True Stekon. Okay, he had a few times where he looked dodgy, but physically he was okay. Yeah. I mean,
still, obviously his second yellow, but I think that was just frustration. I think
it
was
all
so frustrated by then. To be honest.
Yeah. I think the pitch, I mean, I'm not making excuses because the pitch was the same for them as well, but I think we were very shocked how bad the pitch was. They played, fair play. I completely agree. Fair play to them. They played to the pitch, and that's what you got to do. If the pitch is that bad, and we've had times years ago when our pitch was like a mud bath, and we played to the pitches standard. I mean, mid-90s, that was just a sandbox, and we played to that pitch, and we won a lot of games purely on how bad the pitch was, and we played to that conditions, and that's what Luton did. I think, okay, there was, first half, they should have been about 3 goals up, I think.
I know, that's scary.
Yeah. I mean, how the hell that guy did not score that header on the line, I really do not know. I keep forgetting his name. But wow. Yeah, the one he dragged wide, if it was on his left foot, it could have been different.
Yeah.
But look, second half, I think for the 15, 20 minutes, we were slightly the better team going forward, but then it just sort of, I thought, okay, the legs will start going a bit. It will open up. Hughes can have that bit more space to create. We'll bring Klebs on. I mean, Sanchez didn't, he wasn't awful, but he didn't do a hell of a lot great. I think the Klebs substitution was good. For life of me, I would have brought in Gray earlier now, looking at the game now, rather than success. We're just looking at selling him, to be fair.
Yeah. When Cleverley came on, I got really excited. I thought, this is it. It's all going to change. Yeah, it didn't.
No.
Well, it did. But
it did, but yeah.
Today was.
I'm just going to shout out my missus. She's actually photo, but I'm not shaving it off. Yeah. Look, shave the hair off Pidge. No, yeah. But this is not my wig. This is Callie's wig I've borrowed. So I know Callie's watching. So Callie, I will give it back to you, mate. I do promise. Ekon has been right for a while. That's what's been saying as well. I mean, we're not singling players out entirely, but Ekon's a better player than he's showing. I know that for a fact. I don't know what's wrong with him because he's looked for a while. Even when we were on our big winning run, a lot of people are pointing out that Ekon's timing and positioning is a little bit wayward, which is a shame because, like I say, there is a good player there, and that's what's same with success, I think.
Yeah, well, Ekon's been absolutely brilliant, and I don't know, is he just tired, or I don't know. Maybe give Cathcart a go or Cabaselli, because they're always really on point and on form. I was very nervous when Lazar was named, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do we know what happened to Messina? He dropped out last minute.
Yeah, I think he was ill. Look, Lazar before that horrendous back pass, he looked to go forward. He was he's winning the ball. There was a few times that he really tried to force the issue on the left hand side. Yeah,
I think we miss Messina. I really do.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we did massively. If
He's
I
going to
was
go
at
into Senior's place now as well.
what's that? Yeah, I mean, look, wouldn't you be so bold just to put Wilmot in there for
Oh yeah,
Norwich?
of course, Wilmot. Oh my God. Yeah, or I don't mind Navarro either. Is he a right back?
Yeah, I'd rather Wilmot as a yeah.
What, in
I'd
right
rather
back?
have Ngakia, to be fair.
Oh my God, of course. Oh my God, I'm forgetting all these players.
It's that scum blur as well. So don't worry, I'll let you off because that's it's the defeat. It's absolutely shocking. So I think we'll put Ngakia there and have Wilmot on the left because I'm not being funny. I know it's just one error, but I wouldn't have Lazar playing for the club again. I think it was absolutely shocking. I know it's going to be really harsh to say it, but the guy was dreadful. Most of it's down to him. I agree. Backman didn't cover himself in much glory, but the thing is,
I didn't
you
have a
know,
choice.
no, there
He'd
was a
committed
lot
to
of
getting the ball by then. So you don't want to pull out too soon and then they score from that angle. He just went for it. He committed to it. So
yeah. I mean, do you think he should close the angle down and try and push him out, and then covering defender? Or look, Lazar is to blame for that shocking back pass. There's no one else put Backman under pressure than Lazar. So, but I just don't think Backman covered himself in much glory there. But I don't think he got a knock before that, and maybe could he have gone off? I don't know. But I was glad. I was celebrating when Lazar came off because there would have been some choice words if he stayed on. Put it that way. I've already said my piece on the Watford Facebook page and everything. So I've calmed down a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I was happy when Zinchenko went off today as well. Sorry, but I was.
It's a shame because I really wanted him to put in a performance because I know he's a good player.
To start next, I really do. I think he's better than Zinchenko.
Yeah. I think Cleverley's going to start next game, and I think and I'll shout out Elliot Iron here because he put this during the game. We badly missed Shalabar today, and I think he was absolutely right now looking at it. That bite in midfield alongside Hughes, we really did miss that because
definitely.
Hughes didn't. It looked like Hughes didn't have his partner. When you go off, either yourself or your missus goes off, you walk around like a lost dog. And Hughes did sometimes with his passing because those two, to be fair, those two complement each other absolutely well. Yeah. And he was passing, and there wasn't that outlet that he has with Shalabar to cover. So he was saying, "Shall I push on? Shall I not?" And but I think he should be back on. Do you reckon he'll be back on Tuesday? I bloody hope so because
I hope so.
It's been amazing, isn't he?
I think Cleverley and Hughes go well together as well, though. To be fair, but I love Cleverley and Shalabar and Hughes in midfield. Put them all three over from up.
Right, it's probably an obvious question, but what are the fundamental things that went wrong today?
Oh God, where's my list?
Where's the get the notes out?
Right, like you said, the pitch. It did affect our play. It wasn't suitable to the way we play either. I hoped we would settle into that. It's not an excuse, but I think we're missing. In that sort of pitch, we're missing a target man to get the long ball straight up there because we're used to playing, obviously, in our pitch, and there's a lot of football and passing. But I think with theirs, I think it was a case. I hate that. That's why I think Deeney would have been good in this situation, whereas Pedro isn't that sort of player. And I think, or even Andre Gray, to be honest, Success doesn't have the pace of Andre Gray. I think Andre's a bit quicker as well. And it just didn't seem to gel today at all.
No.
I don't know when to stop.
What changes would you make on Tuesday night? I mean, personally, I would certainly put Gray up front for that. I think give Pedro a rest. I think he had a go today. He had a really good, to be fair, against a very physical back line of Luton, he really did give it a good go. So I'll give him credit for that. But is it time to just say, right, let's give him a rest on Tuesday and get him ready for Millwall?
Yeah. Andre, Sema and Sarr.
Yeah. Okay. Anything in midfield you might change, you reckon?
Gosling, potentially. Although I think we have got quite, I think we've got quite a selection, haven't we? We've got Chalobah and Cleverley and Hughes. So, yeah. No, I don't know.
No. We'll just. I think a lot of us are just angry and a bit fed up,
Yeah.
and I think after that, I think once tomorrow night, Monday, settled down, we can look at it from sort of fresher eyes then, and sort of say, okay, it's done now. We're all pissed off. We're all disappointed. Let's move on. Let's see if we can put in a performance against Norwich. And like I already said, typical Watford, we'll probably beat them. So we'll get a reaction. We did after the commentary game when they all sat down and said, look, this is not good enough. Where are we going wrong? Where can we take this forward? Let's put out some sort of statement that we are ready for business and we need to get this. And look, like we've already said, they're both teams below us have drawn.
Yeah,
we've still got way in our own hands. They've only got a game in hand, but at the end of the day, they've got to win that game in hand to catch up with us. Norwich, like you said, are promoted now.
Yeah.
They're pretty much nailed on the title. Will they be as hungry on Tuesday as you say we might be? You think we'll be desperate to avenge that defeat, especially at the hands of the local. Yeah, exactly. What do you reckon? Scott, I mean, we'll probably throw this out anyway, but what do you reckon's going to happen on Tuesday? Do you think it's going to be a reaction, or do you think there's going to be a hangover?
No, I think there'll be a reaction. I think we could maybe win 2-0 on Tuesday.
2-0, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Mr. Ross Morgan's on. Evening, Ross. Tiff's still on. 11 changes, put the women out, and they have more fight and strength. Well, then their season's finished, so they're probably available. I'll throw a message out, see what sort of we can do. But look, Barry Johnson was a bit grumpy. What do you mean Barry was? He's Evertonian. Oh, right, okay. Right, brilliant. Oh, right. Was it? Oh, Barry's thing. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. No, I was slightly grumpy. Yeah, I was slightly grumpy, but not that bad.
Yeah, so was I. Got told off for being so grumpy.
Oh, no, I just had the major It was I posted up on the forums. I said fair play to him. We've got a dust down now. I think the good thing is though we've only got a couple of days to forget about game straight away. We've got to forget about this quickly and just get on with it and say, look, sod it. We beat them at home. They beat us away. Let's we still got to win against them and let's just get promoted because no one's really going to care if we get promoted anyway. To be fair, we're looking at it.
That's our goal. I know we like to beat Luton, but now we have to look at promotion. They're done now, so move forward tomorrow. Wake up fresh.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. Ryan Durran said, shocking performance today. Play like we did today against Norwich. It could be a cricket score. I think, honestly, Ryan, and it's a good point, mate. We've got to, like I said, wake up tomorrow and be fresh and, just wipe as much of the memory as we can away and just be professional about this. Get over the line and then just regroup in the summer. And I think there's going to be a major clear out anyway. I said this before this game. It's not the fact that we lost this. There will be a major clear out. We need to buy players that are Premier League quality, and sadly, a few of these players aren't, and it showed today because physically they just were not up to it, and it happened at Borough as well. I was not expecting it to be that bad today. I expect us to win 2 or 3-0. I was wrong. Performance-wise, we let ourselves down. Neil Austin says, worst performance of the season. The players in Isco have to take the blame. We move on to the next game and put better performance in. Also, Ryan's put in Gakia right back and Sema left back. Then Pedro out on the right, wide, and great up top. That's not bad because Sema, was fantastic, wasn't he, at the start of the season at wing back? So it's not bad, is it? It's not a bad option.
No, I like
for that? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I actually think sort of Cathcart for Trustakong as well. Yeah,
and we got Cabs to come back as well, haven't we? So
yeah.
That's not a bad option.
But they said during the commentary about Serialta always kept getting the ball with his head again. So I think we need him on the pitch. So I wouldn't swap him out to keep him. Definitely, yeah.
So you would try to take Troost out and put Dustcart in, as we call him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
Right. Okay, so plenty more coming in. So we've got Sam Elvery, aka Vidra. He's watching as well. Oh, right. Yeah, this is a shout out as well. Taylor Rose and Liam could probably play better than them today. They probably could actually. Yeah, but Taylor probably want Daddy by her, so yeah, I'd have to play as well.
Put
Sadly,
Daddy in there too, then.
yeah. I'll play just behind her. Norwich can win the league at their place if they win. They'll be up for it. Yeah, no, they will be up for it. But I think we need to go there with the attitude that we've shown in the run that we've had.
Yeah.
And I think we'll give them a good game. And I am still confident that we can beat Norwich at their place. It will be a different Watford performance. It will be a different attitude from the players. That's what I'm actually that's what I'm confident at. Ryan's put Wilmot at left back. We said that before, but
Yeah,
Ryan, mate, it's a good shout.
Another good option. Yeah.
Would you do that on Tuesday?
No, I'd put Angakia.
But Ngaki at left back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who would you put right back?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Can Wilmot play right back?
He's probably a better left back. You could actually play right back, to be fair.
Or Navarro.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Messina will be fit, so that hopefully should not.
Yeah, that's true. If it was just maybe a bug or something, hopefully.
Yeah, was at work. I couldn't see much, but completely disappointed with the result. Yeah,
it wasn't worth looking at.
Well, I mean, Kev Wicks, I've seen on his Facebook, he had his Watford tie on at work, and he didn't look very pleased. Bless him. So, yeah, no, it wasn't great. Sorry, Kev, they've ruined your day, mate. I'll go right back. Yeah, no, Kev's up for right back, so he'll be right back on Tuesday night. So, cheers, Kev. Nice one, mate.
Got it in the bag.
Right, here's a good one. Shall we switch to a 3-5-2 on Tuesday?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Who would be up top two?
Well, you could probably put Sarr and Gray. You could if you really wanted to, but you got a 5, so you probably put Sarr just slightly behind Gray and let him roam. Because I mean, Sir Ray said this. I just want to shout out Sir Ray. Good luck for the move, mate. That's why he's not on today. And also, Tom's not feeling too well, so shout out to Tom as well. We will be back very shortly. So yeah, get better, mate. Bless him. He tried to get on, but he's just unwell. But Ray, yeah, good luck for the move, mate. He'll be hopefully back on tomorrow night, 8 till 9. So we'll see him then. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, 3-5-2. If I promise I wouldn't put you on the spot, but for a starting lineup, who would you play in that 3-5-2?
In that formation. So probably Cathcart, Sarielta, and Messina, if he's fit. Who do we have? Cleverly, Hughes, Chabs, Sema. Oh, we won't have Firmino, will we? Who else would we have on there? Sarr.
Yeah.
And where is Parika?
I don't know. Everyone is saying that. Yeah. Yeah, everyone is saying that. Is where's Perica? We've heard stuff that he's just not entirely fit, all this stuff like that. I've not heard official news yet none of us heard official news from the club. I've not got any sources at the club that tell me anyway, but we haven't heard anything official for a while about Perica, because I mean, if he was fit, he'd be another option. You could put him up front with Gray, to be honest. If we played a 5-3-2, I'll probably play that back three you said. I'd obviously keep Backman in there. I'll definitely keep Backman for another game.
Oh, yeah.
I think apart from like I say, I've put Lazar mainly on that mistake. He was pretty solid. He done a lot of good saves. He looked solid throughout that game today. Him and Hughes and Serrato are probably the only shining lights in that game, to be fair. Midfield, I played a 3. Yeah, I play Shabs, Hughes, slightly further forward because you got Klebs alongside Shabs as well. Sema and Sarr on the wings. If you don't rest him, then you put Pedro and Gray up front. If you're really going to do that. Perica's just down the pecking order apparently. Yeah, cheers, cheers guys. It is a bit disappointing because he's I've always been impressed when he came on. He's not been too bad. So obviously, head coaches are different. They've all got their different opinions, and he obviously doesn't fancy him. But I'll give him a go.
Yeah, I would as well with Gray.
I mean, if you speak, Ray's on as well. Ray, hopefully it's been a very unstressful move for you, mate, because I know you were stressed for the last couple of weeks with the move. So hopefully it's all gone well, mate. So, yeah. Seeing that I was at work, what caused the penalty? Right, okay. Do you want to explain it, Katy?
No, I don't.
Do you want me to? Right, well, I explain it. I don't know if I do better than you. Right, okay. So basically, Zara had the ball. He could have easily played if he wanted to, could have played it down the line. He looked to play it back. It was a scuffed pass back, Kev. And look, Backman. In all fairness, I've put Backman as part of the problem with this penalty. But to be fair as well, if you look at it from the other side, he should have. He was committed. He had to make a decision. It's a split decision. Everyone's done it who's played football, be it any level. And he went through him. He had to stop him. Otherwise, he would have gone round him. If he didn't do it properly and try to usher him out, he would have gone round him and stuck it in the net anyway. And he took him down for the penalty. It's a blatant penalty. No complaints whatsoever, mate. And Serrata tried to do his best with the penalty spot, but he tucked it away and it was good. Well taken penalty. And the only thing that really frustrated me, which I've said already, that the goal, we saw it on the Hive, it was a goal. No doubt about it. It hit off one of their players and then Gray becomes active. So Gray then is not offside. So, okay, we've got the hindsight of, replays. The ref hasn't. So, okay, I could give it to him that way, but I didn't think the ref was great, to be fair. He didn't lose us the match, but, he didn't exactly give us any help to win it, put it that way. So
we wouldn't have won today.
No, we wouldn't have won with a decent ref anyway, to be fair. So he didn't lose. We were just simply not good enough. Goalkeeping error, then okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at percentage, go on, Katy, go on.
Like I said earlier, he committed to it, to be honest, and I don't know if he had much choice. I didn't see anybody else there, to be honest, and I think he just did what I think Lazar's to blame. Yeah,
I think it was a split decision for both players, and he obviously saw an easy route back, playing the safe one to the keeper. He was obviously under pressure, and it was just a poor back pass, and Backman couldn't do anything. Look, Backman's been amazing. Lazar sadly hasn't.
No.
There was periods where I went, "Oh, look, he's getting there. He's trying to force it." But yeah, apart from that, he'll be gone at the end of the season. 60-40, 70-30, maybe.
Yeah,
Ryan.
I'd say 70-30, definitely.
About 70-30. He could have done something else, but like people said against what I said originally, it was a split decision. It was a split decision for him. He had to make a decision, and he's going to be kicking himself. He'll look at the replay and say he could have done better. But if no smoke without fire, Lazar hadn't played that shocking back pass, we wouldn't have been talking about it anyway. So it's Lazar that's got to put his hands up here, I think. Have another look in the morning, mate, but I wouldn't really suggest it. It was bloody terrible, mate. So, just have plenty of paracetamol by your side just in case you get a headache after, mate. Right, okay. Katy, yeah, exactly. Katy, thank you very much as always. No, you've been absolutely brilliant. Like I say, get well, Tom. We'll see you very soon, mate. Just remember, guys and girls, we're on tomorrow night, 8 till 9, where you choose the topics. We will discuss them. Hopefully myself, the young man Dino, Major Tom might be there, and also Sir Ray, all being well. We might be doing a Monday night preview, but I will be letting you guys know tomorrow night. So, right, just before we go, we got glad that both on matches that there wasn't any violence between fans with the current pandemic. Yeah, no, completely agree. That's one of the main things. It all passed absolutely fine. There was no idiots like we had on Twitter saying they were going to come deface statues and doing all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it did. Just before we go, it did make me chuckle with the Luton tweet with put that on your GoPro. It would have actually helped. It would have actually helped if Ben Foster was actually in goal. So they didn't really think that through. And also the yeah, exactly. That's the face I sort of pulled as well. And also the red and yellow flare. If you look, two colours make orange, so it wouldn't be in flares.
Celebrating. Yeah.
Oh, it could have been. You never know.
Firstly.
Yeah. Cheers, Ray. Nice one, mate. I look forward to having you get back, mate. I hope you're well. Yeah, no, cheers, Kev. No worries, mate. Yeah, no, she's a nutter. No, nutter. You have to take the S away.
Cheers.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no. Yeah, cheers, Katy. Nice one. No, absolutely brilliant as ever. And we'll see you back next Saturday as well. You'll be on the thing for the Millwall game, won't you? As well. So.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Tracy Hawkins, fashionably early, fashionably late, shall we say. Tracy, we will be back tomorrow night, so I'll see you at 8 o'clock. Yep. It's, as always, you've been beautiful. We've been TMA. It's good night from Katy.
It's good night from Pidge.
See you later, guys.
Bye.